Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your February mid-month bonus love reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. Your playlist is up here as always, so you can catch your February monthly reading there, depending when you catch this, or maybe your March by the time you watch this. I'm going to tap into your overall general love reading here, and then I'm going to pull cards for singles and couples and whatever else Spirit is guiding me towards. So let's see. So far, wow, look at that. 3 major arcanas: the Star, the World, the Lovers. 3 of Swords right above the Lovers is definitely giving me this sign of, you know, needing to heal something within a relationship, especially because you do have the Star card here. So I do feel like there is healing that needs to take place. There could have been some sort of sadness, deception, deep depression. You could be having some just like, it feels like, I don't want to say dark moments. I feel like you're getting out of that. It just feels more reflective, going inward. Some of you may have perhaps hermited a bit, you know, like I wouldn't be surprised if the Hermit card comes out, but it feels as though for some of you, if you have gone through a failed relationship or deception within a relationship, it just feels like you've been withdrawn. You know that you need to go inward and try to sort things out. How did we get here? What did I do? What did they do? What did I not catch on to before? And I'm not saying it like your fault, Scorpio. I'm just saying I feel like it just feels like you're definitely reflecting and going over whatever said scenario was that brought you to this point. The Star card, the major arcana, really is a very strong indication that Spirit is guiding you towards healing at this time. It's crucial, is what I'm hearing, that you do heal yourself. And I have to point this out, not because I have to point this out because if your initial reaction is to just kind of say, to hell with it, and I'm going to go do whatever the heck I want, I'm going to put myself out there, I'm going to start dating, I'm probably going to sleep around, whatever it is that you decide to do, right, Scorpio? I feel like you know that can lead to self-destructive behavior. And so with the World card and the Star, especially with the Lovers here, 3 major arcanas for your love reading. That's huge, right? Closing cycles. This is endings, bringing about new beginnings. So you could have been closing out a cycle with an old partnership, relationship, divorce, separation, whatever it may have been. You know that before you move on into something more serious, or maybe something that you have been wanting from the get-go, and perhaps it did not manifest with the last relationship, there are certain energies that need to be healed here. I do feel like there is this feeling of wanting somebody who just gets you. I just heard that loud and clear. I feel like there is this energy of nobody understands me, or feeling very misunderstood, feeling like regardless of how much you've tried to really put work into a relationship or a connection, it just wasn't hitting, right? And that's the best way I can say it. It just feels like it wasn't hitting. It like missed the mark every time. Or sometimes where to the point where you're even questioning, like, okay, what the heck am I doing wrong? Am I messing this up? Is it them? Is it me? Like, what's going on? You know, I just feel like there are certain things that you are working through on your end. None of this is to put you in a position where you think perhaps it's all your fault, but rather you want to prevent not having to go through the pain, the suffering, the uncomfortableness, the deception, or whatever experience that you went through. I do feel like there is a part of you that wants something long-term and meaningful. However, there's also this energy of, I'm going to get out there and play the field to kind of dull the pain, is how I'm hearing it. Because I feel like if there was a relationship that you wish would have worked out long-term and it didn't, it wrecked you. Nothing a little fun can't fix is how I'm hearing it, okay? And I'm keeping it clean here. But I do feel like for some of you, that's probably like your distraction, your way of not having to pour into any type of emotional or energetic commitment to anyone. It's a huge distraction. It avoids you doing the inner work, the healing work. Ten of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. It could have been a harsh ending with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is a strong earth sign energy. Could also be Gemini here, Aquarius, another water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, this could be a recent breakup, separation, or one that felt so huge. And all your years of relationships and love and whatever you want to call it, right? This just felt like, of all the ones that didn't work out, why didn't that one? That's how I'm hearing it, okay? However, I do feel as though there are things that you're still sorting out. You don't want to go through that again. I don't get the feeling that somebody here wants to really go back and fix anything with any ex. I feel like if anything, like say you have attachments like children, or you have to work together, or, you know, property, like there are legal entanglements between the two of you that keep you in communication, or that need to keep you in communication, where you're just like, at this point, like, I just want to keep the peace. I want to be civil. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight. I'm here for this and I'm here for that. And like, that's it. Can we just like, you know, speak and be okay? You know, I feel like that's really your goal, but there's also like a little bit of, and this is how I heard it. So male or female, doesn't matter, but there's a little bit of cattiness where you're just like, oh yeah, listen, I'm trying to keep it cool, but you push me, the claws come out. That's how I'm hearing it, okay? So just be careful of that, because you don't want that to be like a never-ending cycle of, you know, arguments, fighting. If you are going through some like legal divorce, separation, who keeps the kids, the house, visitation, all that stuff, I heard don't tempt fate, okay? So be careful not to push or back someone into a corner. And if you feel backed into a corner, you definitely have to set a safe boundary and, you know, exit the situation immediately, because I feel like it can go all kinds of bad here. Let me pull a card for the Three of Swords. Tell me more about this Three of Swords for Scorpio. And that's pretty much what I just said. Like the Wheel of Fortune, I was seeing it. Big changes, whether you're ready for it or not. This is you exiting out of a cycle, out of, you know, a current situation. And it feels like it's been, like I said, a never-ending cycle. But the World card is saying, like it or not, it's time to close out this chapter. You've got to try something different. You have to be open to different ways of communicating or compromising or whatever. Because at the end of the day, it really is to help save face, to help you be more grounded, to save yourself, you know, mental health and, you know, being able to be grounded and clear-minded and stress-free and lessen the anxiety, the nights of anxiety that you may be experiencing, because I'm feeling that for some of you. Now, if you didn't catch it, or if I didn't say it earlier, remember to give this a thumbs up, guys. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Double tap that bell to get notified of all the readings. At the end of February, I will be opening up appointments for March sessions. If you are interested in booking a personal reading, I only open them up, just a few per month. So grab one while you can. If you're not following me over on Instagram, I am at Virgo Angel Tarot, and I will see you guys over there for additional content. Let's see what the singles, Scorpio singles, straight up singles. Let's see what you have here. Five of Swords, Queen of Wands. Yeah, that ongoing fighting is still happening. Very strong Aries energy here. The Emperor. And I felt like this brick like a heaviness just suddenly on the top of my back, like in between my shoulder blades, underneath my neck. Like, it's like, this is the, and I'm hearing like the pain of your existence. So the Chariot card, strong Cancer energy as well. So listen, there is some fighting here if you're going through a divorce, separation, but you are straight up single, trying to figure out a way to just like create a life for yourself, a life that, I feel like you're looking towards a life of ease, a life of, being stress-free, not thinking, not worrying about, issues from the past, not wanting it to bleed into the current situation is how I heard it. Could be with a Queen of Wands, Aries energy. This is male or female, does not matter, but, not gender specific. But this to me right here is very strong Aries energy here. I mean, the Emperor, this is someone who can be very take charge, very in control, like, over my dead body. You might be dealing with that type of energy if you were involved with someone like that in the past. And it's like, you're just like, I'm done. I just can't, there's no fixing this. Okay, maybe there's no fixing and reconciling if that's how you feel. I'm not saying there isn't, but if that's how you feel in the current moment, then go after what you know does help. Go after what you know will help you to be successful. Not by winning at all costs, tearing each other down. Because I feel like if you're going through a divorce or separation, this is literally tearing each other down, digging up dirt on each other. And I feel like, don't be surprised if this person has a stack full of notes on you, or vice versa. Like, you want to catch somebody by surprise and be like, 3 years ago at this date and this time, like, listen, let's just get to the point. How can we compromise? How can we get to this? There's no fighting. There's no disagreement. I don't want to hear it. Let's just point blank. A and B, yes, no. What can we agree on? Find the best way, the best solution that you can come to with this person. Because I get this very strong feeling of aggravation and anger, and I picture, what I'm picturing is just like bar fight energy, very angry. Any little thing will set this person off, whether that's you or them, because they've, the animosity, the anger, all of this has been going on for quite some time. That's just at the point that you're at, where you've gone far beyond your limit. You've reached it. You've surpassed it. What's the advice for Scorpio singles? Take a pause. Listen, the Hanged Man. Yeah. A lot of people think that that's just energy that's no forward movement, immovable, stuck. Is it though? Is it stuck energy? Or is it simply a pause, intermission, an opportunity for you to say, okay, I'm going to chill here. I'm going to use everything that I've got within me to take advantage of this pause, of this break, of this quiet moment, to figure out my next step, to put this to work. Where am I most flexible? And that will get the ball rolling. That's what I heard. Where are you most flexible with meeting them halfway? Start there. Because at least they can't say you're not completely, willing to work with them, right? Let's see, Romance Angel Oracle. I saw the Deception card here, so that card peeked through. We'll see if it comes out. But straight up Scorpio singles, what Romance Angel Oracle do you have for them? Codependency. Okay, so codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. Codependency can be anything: drinking, drugs, money, being codependent on someone financially, being codependent, in love, right? Just needing to feel like you can't be alone. You can't live a life on your own. You always have to have someone with you. You always have to be living with someone. You always have to have someone that you are attached to or connected with, or vice versa. The person that you maybe had dealt with in the past could have codependency issues and they're coming back around, okay? Now, I don't see anything here, singles, that you really want to pursue any type of love or relationship. I think that you're still reeling from all the BS and the drama from whatever this stuff was for you, whether it was recent or months or years. I feel like there is still someone from your past that keeps the friction, and not in a good way, that keeps the friction alive, okay? Codependency can be a lot of different things. This is being dependent on others, not feeling like you can hold your own ground, or feeling like you can't make it on your own, feeling like at one point or another, you're always going to need to lean on someone. And I feel like there is this feeling of wanting to break free from it and not knowing how. There's this fear-based mentality behind it. I don't feel like you are in a bad financial situation where you can't make ends meet on your own. I feel that where you are at this moment, and I feel where you've been, even if it was with like roommates or, you know, some sort of situation that was able to help you out financially to be on your own. I feel that if you have a pattern of that, like, you know, somebody renting you a room or whatever, right? Like some sort of easy way for you to make a living, but there is this part of you that really wants to be successful, that really wants to create a wonderful life for yourself. You've been working on it, and I can tell. However, there are still some codependencies. And so for that, like I said, it could be substances, addictions. It could be emotional codependencies, that whole push and pull between two people and wanting to keep them around. That's also a possibility for some of you, not all of you, of course. Gambling, drinking, smoking, drugs, nightlife, sex, gaming, shopping, anything can be a codependency and addiction. Something that really, you know, keeps you, I guess, kind of keeps you at bay, but it's not for good reasons, okay? I'm just gonna keep it at that. I don't want to keep digging into that. Don't want to get too personal on some of you guys, because I am seeing some messages coming through. So, Scorpio couples, what do you have here? Five of Pentacles. If you are in the process of getting divorced, separated, being in the outs with people, the Five of Pentacles is clearly showing that picture. Six of Swords, Two of Pentacles, not quite sure if you should leave, knowing you're not happy in a specific situation. Remember, you guys, this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply for everyone. I will pull additional messages of love for everyone, even if this doesn't resonate. So maybe if it doesn't resonate, you guys can scroll towards the end. I will pull additional cards here after I get through the Romance Angels Oracle. As I was saying, you know, couples, there is this feeling of being emotionally discontented, not feeling fulfilled in your life, feeling like, yes, this can feel codependent, right? Five of Pentacles, feeling like you don't make enough money, or you're not in, you know, you're not in a position to hold your own. And so you kind of feel like you have to appease partnerships or whatever your situation is, marriage, partnership, whomever, to try to just kind of stay where you're at. Now, this could be your partner who can't seem to make enough to be on their own. And so they're coming back to you, you know, asking for help, asking, how do we make this work? But I feel like both of you know this isn't going to work if you've been going through this type of rough patch for a really long time. This isn't new. This isn't like you guys are going into this rough patch. No, this has been ongoing, not getting along. And I do feel like there is this juggling act, like, do we or don't we give it another shot? Like, how many tries are you going to give it? Six of Swords. This is what I feel you both crave. A sense of peace, a sense of, you know, like smoothing things out between the two of you. You go your way, I go my way. But if there is codependency here, it can be very difficult, because there is this feeling of someone needing saving and the other person needing, needing to save someone. What's the advice for Scorpio couples? The Judgment card. One of two things, because it is a major arcana. You, like dead ass, need to make a judgment call. A one and done final decision. Like you are being put in that situation to be like, every time this person comes back in, or every time they try to sweet talk, or every time something happens, you're still going to go back. You guys are still going to like fight and argue and be in disagreement. But at the end of the day, you both know you're going to just be roommates or work things out. This toxic karmic cycle between the two of you, if you want to work things out with this person, absolutely needs to end. If this is counseling, if this is therapy, if this is, you know, being able to speak to each other without yelling, without arguing, without like pointing fingers and blaming and avoiding accountability, can it work? Sure. Do the work. Be honest with each other. Be there for each other. The Judgment card is showing that there's a possibility of reconnecting or reconciling. But what is the outcome? What is the outcome if you reconcile and do the work? What is the outcome if you reconcile and do the work? Knight of Cups, bringing love back in. This is taking action towards love, taking action to bring back love into this relationship. This is the very beginning of moving forward towards a much more grounded, loving energy. But what happens if you reconcile and don't do the work, right? It's who gets to make the decision over who? Who gets to decide? Who gets to have control over everything, right? Who's control of the money? Who's control of this? You may have children as well. I feel like you can come together with an agreement to work on things together. But then if you don't actively work on things and come to, you know, a happy medium, a win-win, you just go back to the same old, same old. For some of you, you've got to express your love. Maybe some of you are not expressing your love enough to make this person feel like there's hope, like there's a chance between the two of you. When you do the work in reconciling, expressing your love is part of it. Learn each other's love languages. Learn how to, you know, communicate, how to make others feel, you know, wanted, appreciated, loved, whatever they feel they're missing from this connection. Messages of love. These can go with whatever messages here or stand as individual messages on their own. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Now, one of the cards that flipped out and I didn't take it said different pages, like you guys are on different pages, and I wasn't going to take this either, but we are talking about marriage, so I will take this. A relationship is moving toward a sacred union. I feel like for my married folks here, you know you want to continue working on this, but I feel like you've been at odds, not getting along, not seeing eye to eye for a while. Friendship. This friendship is leading to more. Unavailable. This person is unable to give all you deserve. Second chance. I told you with that. Where is it? The Judgment card. Is this something you want to give another chance, another opportunity to? Do you want to reconcile? Do you want to make this commitment again? It's like recommitment to each other, making it work. Awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. Take two more. It's time to decide about this relationship. I mean, clearly we can see that. Last one. Boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. There is this feeling of someone being, you know, taken for granted, someone being pushed to the edge in terms of not being respected, not feeling safe in a connection. That definitely needs to be worked on in any relationship, is that if there is a lack of respect for each other. Because when there is a lack of respect, it allows for, I will call it inappropriate behavior, but also like mentally, emotionally, maybe even physically abusive behavior. Okay, so keep that in mind, guys. I wish you guys all the best. Sending you guys so much love. Remember that your playlist is always here. I'll put your monthly reading here. To book a personal reading, the link will be in the description box down below. If you don't see any availability, I should be opening them up at the end of February. So depending on when you catch this, you'll know. Have a wonderful rest of your month. Sending you guys so much love. Let me know down below if you want to see the weeklies come back. I may skip the monthlies altogether and just do weeklies, or like bi-weekly. I don't know. We'll see. I need feedback. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Take care. Bye.